Happy 4th of July. Today, millions of Americans will gather with family and friends to celebrate the blessings of our country, our communities, and our own lives. Our nation has endless 4th of July stories, but this one may be the most grateful of them all. On July 4th, 1939, 75,000 people packed Yankee Stadium. They came for baseball. They witnessed one of the most unforgettable moments in American history. Lou Gehrig was a stalwart 17-year New York Yankee veteran. Fans called him the Iron Horse. He played in more than 2,000 consecutive games and seemed as dependable as the sunrise. But now, at just 36 years old, he was dying. Doctors had diagnosed him with the disease that would later become known as Lou Gehrig's disease. His strength was fading. His baseball career was over. The Yankees organized a ceremony between games of a doubleheader to retire his jersey, the first Yankee jersey ever retired. Gehrig did not intend to speak. He was a private man, uncomfortable with attention, but the crowd chanted his name and kept chanting until he stepped to the microphone and offered a few remarks. They would become known as baseball's Gettysburg Address. Looking out across the stadium, Gehrig said, "Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth, not because his life had been easy, not because his future was bright, but because he chose in that moment to count what he had been given rather than what was being taken away. And so he began counting his blessings, his teammates, his managers, the groundskeepers, his parents, the fans, and, most tenderly of all, his wife. When you have a wife who has been a tower of strength and shown more courage than you dreamed existed, that's the finest I know." He closed with these words, "I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for." 75,000 people rose to their feet. The cheering lasted nearly 2 minutes. Even hardened reporters admitted afterward that they choked back tears. More than 80 years later, people still remember those few remarks. They weren't about baseball, but about something more fundamental. Most of us can be grateful when life is going well. Lou Gehrig found gratitude when life was breaking his heart. That's the famous half of the story. The luckiest man, you may know it. In 1976, the year of America's bicentennial, Lou Gehrig's wife, Eleanor, published her autobiography. By then, Lou had been gone for 35 years. She could have remembered the heartbreak. She could have remembered the unfairness. She could have remembered the years they were denied. Instead, she wrote, "I had the best of it. I would not have traded 2 minutes of my life with that man for 40 years with another." And there it is, the other half of the story, written by the luckiest woman. Lou Gehrig stood before a crowd and counted his blessings while facing the end of his life. Eleanor Gehrig looked back across 35 years and counted hers. Independence Day celebrates many freedoms. One we may not often remember is our freedom to choose how we respond to what we cannot control. Gratitude is easy when life gives us everything we hoped for. A stronger kind emerges when we recognize what we have been given, even when life is full of hardship. So this 4th of July, as we count the blessings of our nation, our communities, and the people we love, let us remember Lou and Eleanor Gehrig, two people who understood that being blessed has very little to do with getting everything we want, and everything to do with gratitude for what we are given. Happy 4th of July.